Hello everyone. Another day, another review. Let's get into it. Ahed's Knee is the latest film by Nadav Lapid, the director of Synonyms, which played at the New York Film Festival in 2019, but I wasn't able to see it, and I still haven't. Don't know why I mentioned it, but there's a chance you might have seen it. If you're watching this review, you've probably, yeah, right? Anyway, Ahed's Knee is about a director who goes to a small town for a screening of one of his movies while dealing with his mother's failing health. Ahed's Knee is also a film about the fascist government in Israel. Now, there are some people who would dislike Ahed's Knee or even renounce it because of its anti-Israel government stance. I am not one of those people. I am very pro-Palestine, anti-nationalist, anti-fascist. I'm against all of the bad things. But that doesn't stop me from disliking this movie, unfortunately. I found this film to be really self-indulgent, which is funny because someone in the audience asked the director after the movie ended if he's ever been accused of being self-centered, and the entire theater laughed. The main character is a director, and the writer-director of this film wrote the characters around his protagonist to basically kiss his feet whenever one of his films is mentioned, which felt kind of transparent. I don't know. Like, maybe the people around them would be doing it normally because they're sort of escorting him, but I don't know. It felt kind of transparent to me. Also, a lot of Ahed's Knee is just the protagonist walking around in a barren desert-like terrain, just walking, like literally just walking. And apparently we're supposed to find that interesting. Like, I found it so boring. I felt like I was watching the first episode of Iron Fist. I don't know if any of you guys remember Iron Fist because that show's canceled now, but the only thing I remember about that show is the pilot and how the entire first episode is just the main character walking around. There's a lot of monologuing in this film, which is fine, but for me, I didn't feel like most of it was going anywhere or it was progressing in an interesting way, so I fell asleep. Yep, I had my first snap at the New York Film Festival since I saw At Eternity's Gate in 2018. I wasn't completely unconscious, so I could hear what was happening, so I sort of knew nothing was really changing or evolving, even though I don't speak Hebrew. Then one of the characters started shouting, which woke me up, and I watched the rest of it, and it still didn't do anything for me. There's a moment where the main character has a breakdown, and I didn't find it convincing at all. I was just not into the way this film was presented, even though I agree with its political aims. And by the way, I didn't fall asleep because I was tired. I was legitimately bored to sleep. People usually say bored to tears, but I was bored to sleep. I'll still try to watch his other films whenever I get the chance, so I'm not completely turned off by Nadav Lapid. People saw Alien 3 when it came out and completely wrote off David Fincher, so I'm not gonna make that mistake. The very first shot of Ahed's Knee is actually pretty great, and I was engaged by it, but it didn't deliver after that. Lapid said that he wrote this film in 2 weeks, and honestly, it felt like it, and I'm giving Ahed's Knee a 4 out of 10. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button. If you agree or disagree, tell us in the comments. Subscribe if you haven't already. Share with your friends. Do all the things. The Matrix video is coming soon. Ha ha ha, you get the joke. Okay, bye-bye.
You have to get past the Avengers and Marvel shit at some point, okay? Other people make movies.